I developed intense hatred for my husband. He said that he wants me to eliminate my husband. I should buy my husband. First, I was shocked, like, why would you think that? But after a while, the hatred I already have for him, I'm like, I don't even care. If this man can do this wicked thing to me, he doesn't even deserve even to live. He doesn't even deserve my pity. Good afternoon, Auntie Nenye. I know if you hear this my story, you might want to judge me. But please don't judge me. And I also beg your followers, they should not judge me. I am a 33 years old woman with 4 children. I'm married to my husband. I will not call it marriage, it is all this nylon bag marriage because my bride price was not paid. I actually got pregnant for my husband, and then he didn't pay my bride price. Before you know it, I already have 4 children with him. Then, after I've finished giving birth to my 4 children, I was the one that was taking care of everybody in the house. I was the one taking care of my husband, my children. In fact, I was the breadwinner of the house. I can say I was a breadwinner of the house because my husband was not contributing anything. I was the one paying house rent. I was the one paying my children's school fees. I was the one hustling to go and do jobs to bring food to the table. And it's as if I was doing a good job. I used to sell vegetable. What I do, I used to plant vegetable and then I sell. I do that. I also do other small jobs. That's how I used to feed my family and pay house rent and all of those things. Meanwhile, my husband, he would just be roaming about the street with his useless, irresponsible friends. They will be playing draft and all that on the streets. He doesn't contribute. Nothing. He doesn't contribute any single thing. Even when I ask him for money, he will tell me that, am I not seeing that my mates are the ones that are holding their family and nobody's even hearing the fact that my mates are breadwinners? I should get out of his side and go and take care of the children I gave birth to. In fact, I saw hell in this family, in this marriage. I suffered and struggled in this marriage. To the extent, my children, I overheard one of my children telling one of my daughters, telling their siblings that I made a mistake in marriage. For me to marry their father, that is a mistake I made. Out of all the men in the world, why will I choose to marry their father? When I heard that comment, it broke my heart. I felt very, very bad that my children would see me as a failure. One of those days, me and my husband, we had quarrel. After quarreling, one of my daughters came to meet me and asked me, Mommy, why did you agree to marry our father? But they will not understand. They will not understand. What will I do? I kept on with my life. And then I noticed my husband has his friend, very rich man, very wealthy and rich man. He comes to the house. He's that one that even helps us sometimes. Sometimes if he comes to the house, he dashes me money, 10,000, 20,000. I used to cook for the family. And then I used to wonder, how come my husband has a rich friend? And my husband has not even said that this is friend to help him. One of those days I asked my husband, why don't you tell your friend to help you? My husband warned me that I should never say that again. Yeah, I just could stay now because I did not want to receive beating. One day, my husband's friend came to the house when my husband was not around. He came to meet me and told me that he has been seeing the way I'm suffering, seeing the way my husband is treating me, seeing the way I've been carrying the burden of the house, and then his conscience cannot allow him to see the way I've been suffering, that he wants to tell me something. I said, okay, I'm listening. That's when my husband's friend now told me that, do I know my husband is a rich man? I said, it's not true. He told my husband has 2 houses in Warri. I say, it's a lie. It can't be. How can he have two houses and we are living in one room? Face me, I slap him. That is not possible. He told me my husband has two houses in Warri and has shops. I said, are you sure? He said, Shebi, that he's telling me the truth, that if I do not believe him, that I should book a date and he will show me the properties my husband have. I'm like, is it possible? Is it true? I did not believe him. But I'm like, okay, don't worry. I told him the next day I'm ready. Come and prove to me and show me the things that my husband own. Then I followed him, because this period when he came to my house, my husband traveled. So this period he came, the next day I went with him and I saw my husband's houses. Jesus. I went to the shops. I saw my husband's shops. I felt bad. I felt angry. Can you imagine? This man has these two houses, have these big shops, and I've been suffering with my children. From there, I hated my husband. I hated him. In fact, if there's something worse than hatred, I had it for my husband. I like, this man is a wicked man. How can he allow his biological children to be suffering? At least, okay, he doesn't like me, I agree. But his blood, his children. How can he allow his children to go through this suffering with? What kind of a wicked man is this? I've not, in fact, if they had told me that, if I wouldn't have even believed. How can a man, a husband, treat his own children? How can he be comfortable in starving his children? Sometimes they chase my children from school because of school fees, and my husband is comfortable, yet he had money. I hated him with passion. I hated him with so much passion. In fact, if they had even told me to do him party in that time, I will want to do him, because how can the person I call my husband, he still sleeps with me? How can he have the heart to make me suffer with my children? I felt very bad. I developed intense hatred for my husband. Then my husband's friend told me that I should not worry, that he will prefer solution to all this thing that is happening. That don't worry, he will do it in a way that I will inherit and take over my husband's property. I mean, now, because maybe I should call it greed. Maybe hatred and greed joined together. Because of the hatred I've had for my husband, and then the greed of taking his property, I told my husband's friend, whatever the solution is, I don't mind. And then, after a while, he told me that he has come up with a solution. I told him, okay, it's fine. Can I hear what the solution is? Well, he said that he wants me to eliminate my husband. That I should buy my husband. First, I was shocked. Like, why would you think that? But after a while, the hatred I already have for him, I'm like, I don't even care. If this man can do this wicked thing to me, he doesn't even deserve even to live. He doesn't even deserve my pity. And then one of the things that even made my heart to be strong to do my husband this is when the friend also told me that he has begged his friend to treat me well, to at least spend little on me. And my husband opened his mouth and said, I am not worthy to spend his money. I am not worthy to eat his money. He has been advising my husband to take care of us and treat us well. My husband opened his mouth and said, I am not worthy of his money. I am not worthy to spend his money. Me and my children, we are not worthy to spend his money. That statement broke my heart. Ladies, you people should be very careful. Oh. These men these days, these men in this generation, they are wicked. They want your downfall. They don't. You people should be careful. Because these men these days, you think that they love you, that's why they married you and put in the house. They can marry you and put in the house and still do you evil. Please learn from my story. Learn from my story. My husband did not only treat us bad, he also have a 20-something-year-old girlfriend that he takes care of, pays her school fees, trains her in the university. Yet, he cannot give his family 1 naira to make life comfortable for them. So with all of these things that my husband's friend exposed to me, I was ready to eliminate him. So my husband's friend planned. So how I did it was, I cooked. Normally I cook for him with all the anger in my heart. The fact that he doesn't take care of me and the children, and yet he's a rich man. Or the fact that he has a girlfriend he's taking care of, and he doesn't care what happens to us. That anger in my heart that was boiling. I was ready to do him anything to also cause him pain. I was ready to go at any length to cause him pain too. Because since he was wicked enough to cause me and the children pain, I was ready to do anything to cause him pain. So that particular day, I actually poisoned his food. After poisoning his food, with the help of my husband's friend, so that people will not notice that it was I poisoned his food. He was supposed to meet my husband's friend somewhere. So he entered his car to drive out. On his way driving, the person I put in his food started walking. And that's how he had accident. And then he died. The accident was very fatal. He couldn't be saved. He died. He lost his life. After everything, the burial and everything, 1 month passed. I noticed I was calling my husband's friend. His number was no longer going. I tried to reach him. I found out I was blocked. He has blocked me. This is 1 month after after the burial. I found I couldn't reach him again. That was how my husband's friend carried the house document and ran away. That was when I realized that my husband's friend scammed me. I did not know he used me to eliminate his friend because he was jealous of my husband. Oh God. God. Husband. Property that I did him because of nowhere to be found. Even the shops, his brothers came and took it, and they've been demanding for the document of the house. How will I tell them that his friend scammed me and took it with him? God. That one is not even the issue now. The main issue now is that my only son, which is the eldest child, is very, very sick now. When my son's sickness started, I thought it was just child's play. I was taking him to the hospital. They were saying they run tests, a lot of series of tests. They're not seeing anything. But he kept losing strength. Then somebody advised me that instead of taking him to the hospital, why don't I go native? That's why I called my mother and told him how the situation. She said I should bring him to the village so that we can go native. As I went to the village, she took me to a herbalist. As I got to the herbalist place, for the herbalist to start preparing drugs and medicine for my son, and he was consulting the gods. That's when the herbalist told me that my husband's spirit is asking for revenge. That why they attacked my son is because my son knew of my plan to eliminate their father, and he did not do anything because my son also hates the way my husband was treating me. So that is why they attacked my son. Now, what do I do? The herbalist has said I should confess. How can I confess? How can I tell them I'm the one that killed my husband? I cannot do such a thing. What will I do? How can I confess? And if I don't confess, if care is not taken, my only son will die. Please, I need help. What do I do? What do I do? Auntie Nenye, I know I did wrong by eliminating my husband. But I did it out of anger. I did it because of the way he treated me. I did it because of his wickedness. I'm regretting. I know. If I had known, I would have just maybe spoken to my husband and begged him and told him I know that he's rich, that he should start helping us. Now, husband has gone. Property I don't have. My only son, I'm about to lose him. Oh, what do I do? What do I do? Please, I need your help. Please, I need you people's help, Auntie Nenye. I know I did wrong, but please, I need help. My only son needs to be saved. My only son cannot buy. Please, I need help. I cannot lose my only son. Please. Please, I need help.